Boys Bible Study.
Boys Bible Study.
Get your hands up.
Boys Bible Study.
And some department stores even tell employees to avoid saying Merry Christmas.
The night before school of my senior or junior year, I was hanging out I slept over at a friend's house, and I had chocolate-covered espresso beans for the first time, and I did not sleep the night before.
No.
Oh, boy.
Whoops.
For the first day of school,
Yeah.
nothing happens the first day of school. They should just
Yeah, it was fine.
fucking skip it.
Do we have to bring our backpacks for Golden Calf Awards 2026? That's what I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Did you not bring your backpack to school?
I always bring my backpack to school. I never trusted those kids who were walking around with no backpack.
I didn't know for, I think, maybe my entire high school experience. I never knew where my locker, I used my locker maybe freshman year I did, but then it was just easier to carry we had 5 minutes between classes, and I went to like a huge school.
Yeah.
So it was just unfeasible to go to your locker and then like go somewhere else.
So were you the kid in your school that ran to every class?
No. I was not that. But it was like literally everybody just had their backpacks with them at all times. Like I think junior and senior year, I don't think I used my locker once. I didn't even know where it was. It'd be like I'd walk by it and be like, oh yeah, that's my locker.
That's like Junji Ito style.
Yeah.
That locker was made for me.
Whenever I think of my locker in high school, I remember this is the first time I'm thinking about it, and I'm thinking that it's not that funny, actually, but it'll be funny to you guys. I was always pretty good in Spanish, which can't have a fluent conversation in it, so irrelevant. But my teacher for a couple years I thought was a pretty funny guy. And one time when I was by my locker, he was walking by, I go, "Hola, senor Catanese," and he barely looks at me and just shoved me into the locker and kept walking. And I like laughed out loud, and I thought it was funny.
That is funny.
But now that I'm saying it, I'm like, if anybody else saw that, you'd be like, "What the fuck?"
That would be Monster. That would be Monster.
Yeah, like he wasn't smiling or anything. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
A very dry sense of
that's
humor.
Are you sure it was a joke? I mean, you took it as a joke.
Well, that's what.
Are you sure?
Now I'm questioning it, but
it's still
until this time, regaling y'all, I thought it was a joke.
Well, that's good. As long as one person thought it was a joke, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
The other really memorable thing he said once was somebody was talking about curves and math. I think he was like, "What are you looking at?" to my friend who had math after that. And he said something about curves, and he goes, "The only curves I like are the curves of a guitar and the curves of a woman."
That's beautiful.
I'm like, okay.
Wow. Those are words for life.
From a Spanish teacher is incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
If we were giving Golden Calf Awards for the 5 best high school teachers that I had personally, I guess he'd at least win most top 5 memorable.
How do you say cow in Spanish?
Top 4 even.
Cow in Spanish?
Yeah.
Vaca.
Baka?
Yeah, VACA.
Vaca.
Yeah. Wow, I'm so Japanese nowadays. I was just like, Baka? El Baca de Oro. La Baca de Oro.
Oh, yeah. See.
Oh, yeah.
See.
See y'all.
That's right.
See y'all. All right, let's get into it. This is our super special episode. Welcome back. And we here at Boys Bible Study want to start the show by saying thank you to everyone for 6 years of Boys Bible Study.
Wow.
That's what 2026 is all about. As usual, we commemorate the birthday of this show is sort of the new year because we started in December of 2019 and we did a couple episodes. And then it was in January of 2020 that we started being like, no, let's do this. Like, let's put out episodes every week. Let's make a Patreon. Like, So January 2026 makes 6 years of Boys Bible Study.
What were the ones that we did?
Wow.
Did we do some that were never released?
Ooh,
there was God Friended Me. Did that come out?
God Friended Me. No, that was the first one we ever did, and that one never came out.
It was the one where we were like on drugs and we did, and I don't think we ever
Was it
released
that one?
No,
that was that was like the first time we all did Kratom together, and there were like long expressive pauses between everything we said. It was like a 4-hour long Japanese movie or something.
I remember we were like, that was really good.
I don't remember.
And then I was like, let's never release this.
I don't remember that. But there's probably a couple that never came out. But 6 years going strong, weekly episodes. So, congrats to us. And thank you to everyone who's been listening. I mean, some of you all have been here since the beginning, which is incredible. So we are very grateful.
6, the pod unleashed.
Yeah. And I don't want to tell you what number it's going to be next year.
Oh,
I don't want to say
don't
it.
even.
I don't even want to say it. But if it's your first time here, let us introduce ourselves. I am Ash, here with my co-hosts.
Scott.
And Julian.
Well, on our anniversary episodes, you may or may not know that we like to do our yearly tradition of handing out awards. And the Boys Bible Study Special Film Awards for Excellence in Christian Media are called the Golden Calf Awards.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah, these awards were melted down from the jewelry of the Israelites in the desert. And now they've been turned into tasteful statuettes.
I'm Israeli and this is my art.
Yes, we had an Israeli sculptor stand shirtless next to the statuettes that he crafted.
Yeah. I'm a Philistine and these are my arts. This is my art.
And these are my foreskins.
Yeah.
We are going to hand them out to some of our favorite, filmmakers or actors or people involved in the production of this media in categories of our own invention, by a jury of us, the three of us Bible boys.
And judges.
They're all sitting in my
executioners.
living room right now watching a hand-picked Christian movie by me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we'll get into that in just a moment. But before we do that, another part of our tradition is just kind of like having a roundtable discussion of some of our favorite moments of the year. Because something that's fun is every year, we kind of go based on our whims, and then one thing leads to what we watch next week, and patterns end up emerging. And I feel like every year there's just like a couple recurring themes that get brought up. It's fun to reflect on them. One of the biggest ones this year is media about angels, especially from the 90s and 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah, something I
Or
never
angel
knew.
crazy.
They were, and we've talked about this on the show, but like to really reflect on it, I don't know what it was in the air in the United States in the 90s that made everyone want to have like a new age take on a guardian angel.
I think people still are angel crazy, but it's not in like the mainstream media anymore. And that's why people are like, oh, we have we have forsaken God or whatever. Because like not everything is about angels. I don't know. I saw that Drewski
Oh,
a
sure.
viral video about the megachurch pastor.
yeah.
Have you seen this?
I didn't watch it, but
No.
I mean, it's like I don't really understand why he's super popular because he's like the funniest guy at your shitty job.
Yes.
And it's like if that guy became a fucking like if like the funniest guy at whatever that place you used to work
Yes.
was I don't want to name names. But if he became like a mega successful comedian who could make anything he wanted, and this one is just all about how like mega church pastors only want money, and the jokes are like maybe I don't know. I'm just very surprised that it's controversial.
I know.
And like people aren't aware of this stuff. I think because people go to mega churches, watch his videos, and find him really funny.
Right.
And now they're like, wait a second, why are you coming after my other favorite form of entertainment, which is going to the mega church?
Yeah. My two favorite hobbies are Drewski Instagram reels and going to the mega church.
Yeah.
And I did not expect that Venn diagram.
Yeah. Anyways, I just had to get that off my chest before we could begin. Now I can focus.
Good. Yeah, good.
Get this calf off my chest.
Yes. Yeah, I think that that's probably true. I think that people are, still very kind of confusingly spiritual in a mixture of, themes from Christianity, but they're not a part of an organized religion. So they just like take the most fun parts and do it. And who can really blame people? But I just love that there was like a cottage media industry of this in the 90s. And this also coincides with a bunch of other 90s media where all their media was just about like, what if there was a special guy?
Yep.
I mean, this
The
is something,
Magic Man.
yes, this is something you've talked about many times, Julian. But it's also like recently some of us have been on a tear of watching films from the 90s depicting people with like intellectual disabilities. And I'm starting to see that that's like the exact same category of movie.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, because they're written as like it's not none of them are tastefully done.
No.
So it's like a person who's developmentally disabled is that to whatever degree the story needs at
Yes.
the moment. So they'll either be like relatively coherent and wise in one moment if it needs to be there to advance the story.
Yes.
Otherwise, they have like basically act like a 4-year-old.
Yes.
Which seems to be the only way that these Hollywood movies seem to view the developmentally disabled.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's very
Much
and they're always
an-
very whimsical
Yeah.
and surprisingly self-sufficient.
I know.
Uh-huh. Much like a 90s angel, they offer special insight.
Yes.
Yes.
They offer
yes.
special insight and they have constantly changing degrees of like efficacy.
Yeah, yeah.
Because,
and they can
like-
no matter what, they can see through the bullshit.
Yep. Like what was hilarious is like of the couple that I've watched in the last couple of weeks, I actually almost feel like Rosie O'Donnell in Riding the Bus with My Sister is like the most tasteful depiction of someone with disabilities that we've seen. And even she was like, yes, sometimes she was completely incompetent, but also she had a beautiful like 2-bedroom apartment that was impeccably decorated.
Yeah.
And like clearly she had like a housekeeper.
It was so funny when Andy McDowell goes to the apartment and is like, you live in this shithole. And we're all like, this is like twice the size of all of our apartments.
Girl, this is $3,000 a month.
Annie
crazy.
McDowell, that's good crossover with
It
Michael, where she
yes. Yeah. I mean, this was her.
has an angel friend.
Friend
Right.
of an angel.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andy McDowell plays in Riding the Bus with My Sister. She is her sister is Rosie O'Donnell. In Michael, she meets Michael, this angel, but in both of those movies, she's like the main character who's like, she's like us, the audience, and she's
Yeah.
the one who's encountering this special person.
Yeah.
And I think it's very interesting that was such a hugely popular trope. The special guy. Nowadays, we only have Tar. That's the only movie about like a special person that's been made in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Not quite the same thing. But yeah, I mean, we'll get to talk about this more in the awards. We watched a lot of episodes of Touched by an Angel, which is probably the Rosetta Stone of the whole genre. We spent many hours documenting this.
I think realistically, it's what got us going on this kick.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it really was. And
we were touched.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. I think a lot of people were touched back then, if I'm being honest. Well, speaking of which, another thing that we really got focused on this year, definitely hand in hand with our Angel obsession, was watching TV.
TV is back.
I think it is the bronze screen. We did the number one American pastime of sitting down and watching TV. Touched by an Angel is definitely a highlight. But we also watched probably one of my favorite things we watched all year was Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yeah,
Right.
that was early on.
Walker.
That was a great episode.
Yeah. Actually, I re-listened to last year's Golden Calf episode just to remember like who we gave awards to. And one of the first things we talk about on that episode is like me and Julian were like, Scott, have you ever seen Walker, Texas Ranger? Like we just watched it and we think it's amazing. Like we're like so excited about it on that episode.
That's right.
And then in the middle of that episode, my power goes out and we have to flee Los Angeles because wildfires start encroaching on the neighborhood.
Yeah.
But that's another story.
Knock on wood for today.
Yeah,
Right,
we'll
yeah.
see. We'll see, really. But Walker, Texas Ranger, I think part of the reason that inspired us so much was just like how relatively high quality it was. Like it was like totally kind of normie slop,
Yeah.
but it was made with so much love. Like there's visual effects, there's stunt choreography.
Yeah. There's a helicopter chase in one of them.
Oh yeah, there's like a helicopter chase and like
A jetpack.
and cars exploding,
Yeah.
and like a little boy has AIDS for some reason.
Yep.
Like they packed it.
Remember
in.
how many episodes we were talking about how like all the discourse about how dangerous like Democrat run cities are now, and like every episode of Walker, Texas Ranger, which takes place in Dallas, is like about Walker like in a gang like unloading assault rifles at each other in like the middle of the street outside of like schools and libraries and stuff.
There's an episode where he's like at a bodega or whatever, and like a bunch of guys who are essentially like ninjas come in and start shooting everyone.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, what's going on in your city?
Yeah, well, imagine if your city didn't have Walker.
Well,
It'd be probably be a
Man.
lot safer because people wouldn't be trying to kill him in public using bazookas all the time.
Right.
Yeah, it's just a very
Yeah, he should be leading them out to the middle of the desert every episode.
Yeah. I heard this thing the other day about like, it's like, is Superman protecting the city or is he making it worse because everyone is coming to the city to kill Superman?
Oh, wow.
I mean, that's a really
Interesting.
deep question.
You know
I don't
what?
know.
When I was looking at our list of what we watched this year, one of the TV episodes was the Touched by an Angel episode with Albert Einstein. And when I was looking at this whole list of all the like various types of criminals we watched this year, I was trying to think like which one caused the most damage. And then I was thinking back to Albert Einstein in that episode, by his own admission, being like, without me, these atomic bombs don't happen.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Was
He's
he
the worst one.
Did he try? You're only saying that because he's Jewish. He didn't try to make the atomic bomb. They took his math and made the atomic bomb. Right? didn't see Oppenheimer, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think Albert Einstein was like, okay,
No.
here's how you bomb Japan.
Yeah.
No. He's just a smart scientist, and some of the building blocks for them being able to create such a thing is from him. No, it's
Right.
definitely not his
Okay.
fault. No, I was
That's
just
like-
saying it because he's the
biggest
smartest
criminal.
guy,
He is,
right?
yeah.
He's the smartest guy. He says he feels bad for it. So who am I to say he's wrong?
True. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I feel like that episode of Touched by an Angel made me realize, like, many of us say that we would have the courage to go back in time and kill baby Hitler.
Yeah.
But do you have the courage to go back in time and kill baby Einstein?
Circumcised baby Einstein. I think that he was probably like, you should use this to make a bomb that will never explode. But the problem with that is there's no money to be made in a bomb that doesn't explode, because then you don't have to buy a new one. You don't have to buy new ones every year. That's the military industrial.
It was a
complex.
reusable bomb he had pitched, actually.
Reusable bomb.
Yeah, and the capitalists couldn't find any profit in it,
What?
so they made the bombs that exploded in huge explosions.
I'm now imagining Albert Einstein, writing all his equations down, and he's building a bath bomb.
The atomic bath.
Yeah, an atomic bath bomb. Yeah, that's why there are all those bubbles in my tub.
Yeah,
It's
all the
atomic
germs
bath
are
bomb.
like blown away.
Yeah, Albert Einstein. Of all the crooks and criminals that we watched this year,
Number
Albert
one.
Einstein was really number one.
Was that y'all's favorite episode of Touched by an Angel that we watched this year? The Einstein
For
one.
the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
mine, that was the pod.
Yeah, for
Because
the pod.
the one we watched with Woodrow was that this year or last
My favorite
year?
one that we
It was
watched
this year.
Oh,
shit.
with
First
the rave
episode
one?
we did,
the
I
rave
believe.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, the rave one.
That was my favorite.
Was that boy sucking on a pacifier? Yeah. Ecstasy makes you grind your teeth.
That one was
I think
awesome.
the Einstein one. I'm conflating Walker, Texas Ranger, and Touched by an Angel. I was like, my favorite Touched by an Angel was the one where Walker is blinded by an explosion. But
That one was
That is
awesome.
not a Touched by an Angel. Nor did we watch it for the pod.
Maybe not, but
No, this year we
Yeah.
covered Heaven's Portal, which is the rave one we did with Woodrow.
that was
Yes.
the best one in my opinion.
Yeah, me too, actually. Then we did Face of God, which is the one with Albert Einstein
Okay.
and stopping a scientist from cloning him. And then we also did The Birthday Present, which had Kirk Cameron in it
Oh yeah.
and has one
That one
angel
was
stopping
fire.
another angel from keeping him from killing himself. Fortunately, he doesn't unalive himself anyway, but literally Gloria tries to prevent it from even being possible.
Yeah, she tries to
then-
subvert
Right.
angel authority.
Another angel, I don't think it was Roma Downey. I think it was what's his name?
Andrew.
Yeah.
Yes. It was like, no.
And we
Put the
found the
gun
fan
back.
site.
And cock it.
In that same episode, Tess is just like chilling with a little girl talking like a baby the whole time.
Right.
Like that's what Tess usually
Yeah.
shows up and does too much, and in that one she's just like in a dark room with the girl being like, "I want to play with Dada."
Yeah.
It's like, girl, what the fuck are
Right.
you doing? Open the
Yeah,
door.
that was a great. That one was really good too because she's trapped in the nuclear bomb shelter.
in the nuclear bomb
right.
shelter.
These people are bomb
Because
crazy
Einstein was
because the
cloned.
fourth one we covered was Sign of the Dove, where the guy's plan is to blow himself
Oh
up.
my god, with a bomb.
Yep.
They created 1 million Albert Einsteins that day.
That's the boys from
He is the worst.
where's
Even
Einstein from? He's from Germany,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know where. But that's like when they cloned Hitler. They cloned a bunch of Einsteins.
Uh-huh.
The news announces that Einstein has been cloned, and now they're selling like bomb shelters on Fox News instead of gold because they're like, Einstein is back.
He's back. He's gonna get us.
He's gonna get us.
Roma Downey came through once again.
Yes,
Yep.
she did. It's really good to hear your voice saying my name. Sounds so sweet.
Touched by an Angel.
Well, Scott, those are not the only angels we were touched by this year.
That's true.
That's very true.
In fact, we were touched by 3 angels.
Yes, we were.
Mm-hmm.
Boys, we should go on a triple date with them.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That'd be kind of sweet. Be kind of wholesome.
My hall pass. My wife would understand.
You get your angel pass. Every relationship has your one angel
My
pass.
angel pass.
Yeah. This is a saga that, again, longtime listeners of the show will be super familiar with. But, years ago, Julian found this filmmaking DIY troupe in the city of Cornwall in the Ontario province of Canada, called the Three Angels. And years have gone by and many life changes have gone by.
I'm like Birdman.
I know.
They're Lil Wayne.
Yeah. You kiss them on the lips.
Right, yeah.
And and we've stuck together and been collaborators. And actually our collaboration with Three Angels escalated to a high degree in 2025 when we actually appeared in their newest feature film, Chien Blaze of Fury. Mind you, we filmed the movie about 5 years ago.
6 years ago.
6 years ago.
Yeah.
And
I think before we started doing this podcast.
Yeah. And one day, after promoting the film daily for 6 years, they just one day put it up on YouTube with no fanfare or post, to the point where
That's so cool.
it's incredible. They just do the promo and then release the film and not tell anyone. And then we were like, and then it was our friend Anthony who was like, "Did you guys see that the Three Angels like posted the film?" And we were like, "What?"
Crazy. We had a screening.
Yeah.
Which I gotta tell you, our friends who were not familiar with these people, that was props to the few who stayed for the entire film, because a lot of people dropped out.
Yeah, it's a genre spanning and continent spanning
similar
film.
to Mel Gibson's vision for Passion of the Christ and what he eventually did with, I think, Apocalypto. I haven't seen that movie, but does Apocalypto have subtitles? Scott, do you know?
I believe so.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
similar to Mel Gibson's original vision for Passion of the Christ, which was to not have any subtitles. Chien Blaze of Fury is like maybe a third or even a half of the movie takes place in Egypt, and there are no subtitles, and the movie is not entirely in English, which was a very bold choice.
A hugely bold choice. Shout out to our friend Jeff, who he actually like generated a subtitled track for me. He sent it to me.
Really?
Yeah, I can't remember if I
Wow.
like passed on. It was after our screening, so we didn't get to use it for the screening, but like we do have it as a resource. But I appreciate him taking the time and doing that.
The way it was intended to be seen, which is without subtitles.
I think the first time you watch it, you should watch it without, and then like the second time, if you're really want to spend 6 hours of your life doing this, like then you should watch it with the subtitles.
I don't even think subtitles would help the parts that are in English be more comprehensible.
I mean, the other funny thing about that movie is that Julian, you had to ride the gain the entire time of the screening, or was that you or Scott doing it? It was you, I think.
Julian was.
But, because it was so funny because we in VLC we had volume normalization turned on, and there was still, I believe, like a 20 decibel difference between the lowest and highest peaks of the
within
film.
scenes.
Yeah. So a real screening of this film requires somebody in the projection booth turning the knob.
This call is from Creepy Cane Creek. I must answer. Sorry, everyone.
Time to let it down. Watch me put it down.
Hey, man. What's up, cuz? Long time no see.
I don't remember if we discussed this or not when we covered Chien Blaze of Fury, but because of the sound issue, I think we thought that perhaps they themselves, the three angels, never watched the movie in its entirety straight through.
I mean,
I can relate. As a person who doesn't like to proof their own work.
It's just one of those things where it's like you have a team of 3 and you spent 6 years on this movie. Like, shouldn't you watch the like
it's long?
I mean, listen, I agree.
Where's the time?
I mean, I technically agree with that, but like, well, I wouldn't change a thing. This is not really a critique here.
This is the three angels we're talking about here.
Yeah.
You expect the unexpected.
That's for damn sure. Stay tuned for more electrifying volume changes.
Yeah. And yeah, like you said, wouldn't have it any other way. It wouldn't be the three angels if it didn't leave you with more questions than answers after you watch the film.
True.
And that's, if you haven't seen their movies, check them out. threeangelspower.tv.
I think that's right. Yeah, check out their film Xi'an Blaze of Fury. Yeah. Maybe consider donating to their upcoming project Spooky Gang Inc.
Yep. On Indiegogo right now, or GoFundMe or something. Like
yeah, for all these memorable.
It's crazy. You never know. One day you type in Mike Francesa prank phone calls, misspelling the last name, and you change your life forever.
Yeah. You permanently altered the course of all of our lives by that happening. It's so insane.
Yeah, truly.
So all glory to Mike Francesa,
yes,
and the brave people who prank phone call him.
Well, Three Angels, I think you could kind of argue if it's a Christian film or a secular film. I mean, it's definitely not explicitly a Christian film in the sense of its evangelizing, but it has a lot of spiritual elements. And actually, that was a big theme of our show this year. In addition to all the angel media we already talked about, which kind of straddles the line, celebrating our own contribution to the Three Angels cinematic universe. There was quite a few Hollywood movies, non-outsider movies, that basically felt like outsider movies that we watched this year. And we're going to have a category actually picking our favorite one. But, some of our favorites included Noah by Darren Aronofsky, The Book of Henry by Colin Trevorrow. Well, I guess if I'm just listing them off, then we might as well just pick our best one later in the show when we nominate them for Golden Calf Awards. But, we also uncovered faith-based auteurs, the people who keep the blood pumping. And I think one of our new favorite finds this year is the father-son writing and directing team of Jeff and Caleb Johnson.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Big fans. We watched 3 of their films this year or one last year.
Oh, no, we did them all this year because we started with Two to Tangle this past summer.
You're right. Yeah, so the 3 films of theirs we watched in chronological order from earliest to newest. We watched are Time Collectors, which is a pretty recent episode. It's fresh in our mind.
Yep.
And also Two to Tangle. And finally, Echo Rhyme, their mid-2010s feature. And, we talked about this at length, but the Johnsons really know how to weave a tangled web. No pun intended.
They really do. Thanks to the writing expertise of Jeff and the only person who could possibly keep track of what that writing says, his own son, Caleb.
Yes. Yeah, I feel like it's cool. I imagine Jeff, I don't know these men at all. I imagine Jeff as the mad genius, like Jack Kerouac typing away his manuscript on one long scroll of paper, high on amphetamines. And, when it's done, it's just, he wrote it in one breathless sentence. And then his precocious son, Caleb, who directed their first film together, Time Collectors, when he was 17 years old.
Impressive.
Caleb having the precocious emotional maturity to take these thoughts and form them into reality. The filmmaking process.
And he handled it so deftly for time collectors that his dad said, you know what? I am going to really up the ante for the next script.
Yep.
Let's see if you can handle this.
Yeah.
Was that Echo Rhyme or Two to Tango?
Two to
Two to
Tangle.
Tangle was next. And one of the ways that Two to Tangle upped the ante was having the film be about, well, twins.
And twins.
That was, the Johnsons are always asking themselves, how can I make this plot more complicated? And Two to Tangle, them, branching out of a linear, I guess branching into a somewhat more hyper-linear framework. They had an actor play two different characters, two different lives, whose lives intersect by chance.
Yes.
And the brilliant title that they thought to give this was Two to Tangle.
Two to Tangle.
They also collaborated with what?
This fucking, I don't.
Twins, or like the dual nature of man.
Yeah.
Was a big theme in Boys Bible Study this year.
The self and the shadow.
Yeah. I think next week we're having special guest Carl Jung on the show to talk about this with us.
And his twin brother.
Carl Old.
Carl the Elder.
Carl the Elder. But Two to Tangle is a great film about twins. There were a lot of twin moments. Just the other week, Julian and I watched a TV show called Could It Be a Miracle? And there was a segment in it where Michael Weathered from the Buttercream Gang, he plays Pete in Buttercream Gang, plays like a teenager, and an angel that's the spirit of his own twin brother who like died at childbirth. And this like twin is a guardian angel that helped him escape from a train crash. So that's just one of the example of twins winning in 2025.
Twinning.
Mm-hmm. Actually, there was a lot of talk of twins in 2025. There was the meme about start digging in yo butt twin.
Yep.
That really took over.
What?
Yeah, that was funny. I don't really know more about that.
You don't need to explain it further.
Yeah, that's pretty fine. What other twins? I thought there were more.
There were. Even in The Colors of Emily. I mean, that's a bit of a spoiler.
Yes, that's
but...
the big one. That's the big one.
Well, actually, it's not a spoiler. We know that they're twins from the start. And so, yeah, Colors of Emily had twins. Could It Be a Miracle had twins. Hank's Christmas Wish, were those two elves twins?
Tippy and Toes.
Yeah.
Well, if they weren't twins, they may as well have been. They were a pair.
They certainly were.
They were really a pair.
Let's see. Were there any twins in the congregation of audience of one? There was.
Maybe there were.
No, Mercy Streets was a long time ago.
Oh, yeah. A classic, though. Where
Was
David
there
A.R.
anything
White
where-
plays his own twin brother.
Did we watch anyone where there was like a person sort of confronted another version of themselves? Not necessarily a twin, but I mean, there's Mark Fox and Lil Marky.
True.
Oh, that's a
Kind
great
of like
one.
conjoined
That's a
twins.
great one. Yeah, they're like spiritually conjoined twins.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Oh, in the episode of Highway to Heaven we watched one called The Banker and the Bum.
Oh, yeah.
Where he switches places with the bum, and it's like the bum and the banker switch places, and they're kind of like, it's a little bit like Persona.
He also said Sodom and Gomorrah in the Greatest Heroes and Legends of the Bible.
The animated kids version
Twin
of Sodom
Cities.
and Gomorrah.
Yeah, the Twin Cities. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that had Charlton Heston kicking it off. Actually, he was the narrator, which I think that was part of the reason why we ended up covering so much secular media. He was kind of like a good entry into that. I think that because he did. What was the big Christian movie he was in early on? Was it the Ten Commandments?
Yeah, he's also Ben-Hur.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nowadays,
Which
it would
has
be called.
Jesus in it.
Nowadays, it would be called Ben They.
Ben-Zur.
Ben-Zur is fucking fire. Oh, this is not twins, but in the movie Frailty we watched, it's brothers, right? It's like there's like a dark brother and a light brother.
Yeah,
whatever.
and it is. They are kind of doing a little bit of place switching too.
Mm-hmm.
Not to give too much away.
You know, once again, like a dense year of media. I feel like we learned a lot, and I enjoyed the different forays that we went into. So maybe with that discussed, it would be a good time to honor some of these incredible creators. I'm not talking about the one creator, God. I'm talking about content creators here. And let's honor him with some Golden Calf Awards.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Shall we take
shofar sounds?
Cue shofar sounds. Yeah, I love putting shofar sounds every time, and I say the Golden Calf Awards. Let's do it one more time. The Golden Calf Awards. The Golden Calf Awards. I'm going to put in a shofar every time I say it.
And you know what? We did have a movie this year where people in real life were blowing shofars.
Yes.
Audience of one.
What was that? Oh, yeah. Audience of one. They blow the shofar.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was thinking about getting a shofar the other day because I was watching Lord of the Rings and they were like blowing horns, the horn of Gondor.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know how to do
blowing
that.
it in the theater. That would have been cool.
It'd be so funny. You know, that night we busted the trombone out and everybody who played knew how to was showing how to play it.
Yeah, that was really fun.
I was like,
you can apply that
training. I want to have a party and show people, bust out the shofar.
Shofar party. All right, let's take 2 minutes and we'll be right back with the 2026 Golden.
Do we have an ad? What?
I always play like a song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Love, it is a complex of emotions, never sure where it all is going to end. Salvation of lost souls once so blind. If you let hate take your heart over, before it turns in the wrong direction, fear those who turn out to hate. Love,
I think there's something about that, the way people with just like empty souls talk. It resonates with people who also are non-ensouled, and then that's how these people like go off the ground because they're just like, I don't know. We live in hell. We literally live in, as we have learned from watching so much Christian media, like your purpose on earth is to endure all of God's tortures and punishments until you eventually are dead.
Yeah.
And then you go to heaven where, I guess I don't even know what you get in heaven anymore. It's like a nice house.
You worship
or
God
something.
forever.
Didn't we watch something about where it was like you'd be like have angel servants or something? You'd have to go and like, you'd have a job in heaven. Wasn't there somebody who was like talking about like their dog going to heaven? Or was that
And
like
they're
a
still on a
TikTok we
leash.
watched?
I don't know.
I don't fucking know.
All right.
I can't.
We're in the
keep
weeds.
track
Let's
of
do
it
these
anymore.
fucking awards.
Yeah.
You have to go to Angel DMV. and
I'm
get
just
your
saying,
Angel
It's almost
license in
10
2 years.
you're gonna endure this hell world,
let's
and
get into it.
you are not ensouled because you got the soul surgery in a past life, and you're gonna have to answer to the mantis people when you die. And they're not going to be happy to
They're
know
not
that
gonna
you've
be
been
happy.
fucking listening to Nick Fuentes and Clavicular for anything other than entertainment purposes. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to
And
dance
if
with the
you
mantises,
have been
y'all.
streaming, and if you have been rebroadcasting professional basketball without the expressed written consent of the NBA, you are also going to have to answer for that.
All right, let's get into it.
I think the espresso beans are kicking in.
Good.
The MLB Mantis League
Mantis
Burgery.
Liberation
Mantis
Barmy.
Liberation Barmy. All right. Well, I think it is that special time of year. The glitz, the glamour, the red carpet, the glam bot, the Golden Calf Awards official glam bot has been capturing. I just watched Sam Sorbo do a graceful 3-point turn in front of the Golden Calf glam bot. And, we're here. Consider this your radio show, live reporting from the ceremony. That's what we are. We're your correspondents here. And we're about to give out awards, but we're also the host of the show. It doesn't really make sense, but just listen. We're going to give out the Golden Calf Awards in categories of our own design, recognizing excellence in Christian media. The first award we have to give out is a new category for 2026, Best Unit Direction. Okay, so this is honoring the directors behind the directors. The directors who contributed to the overall vision.
Sure, yeah.
And the nominees are Angels in the Outfield, directed by William Deere, unit directed by who knows, Michael, directed by Nora Ephron, unit directed by who knows, Battlefield Earth, directed by Roger Christian, unit directed by who knows, and Xi'an Blaze of Fury, directed by Three Angels Power, unit directed by Julian Shine.
What? Wait, what is this fucking category? Is this also I could be nominated?
Wow.
I was not paying attention when you guys talked about this.
Wow.
So, Julian, you were the unit. You're the unit director of 2 units.
Yeah, that's true.
For
Incredible.
Xi'an Blaze
Yeah.
of Fury.
Yeah,
Incredible.
I forgot about that.
Yes.
L.A. and Tokyo.
You were
Or
the
L.A. and Japan.
Am I reading this correctly? You were the Tokyo unit director, the
I
Japanese
was.
unit director of Xi'an Blaze of Fury.
Yes, I was.
Yes. What was that process like?
Well, first of all, konnichiwa to the crew back in Tokyo.
Yeah.
That was because I was trying to think of a joke but couldn't think of anything. I sent them my vacation footage on either on accident or on purpose. I can't remember because it was 6 years ago, and it made it into the movie.
Oh, is this? Did you?
And it
have
was
to-
actually Tokyo and the Philippines, so I should have 3 unit direction credits on that movie.
Well, your union reps will be calling Cornwall, Ontario
Yeah.
shortly. But is this one did you physically mail them your footage?
Yeah, we might have talked about this in the
I bet we did.
episode, but for people who didn't hear that one, I shot this on like a cheap Handycam, like all of our stuff, like a Sony digital Handycam, and it was the footage altogether was less than a gigabyte, and I told them a couple times I can just like send this to you over like Google Drive
Yeah.
or WeTransfer or whatever, and they were like, that's fine, but could you also send us a thumb drive with the files on it? So I had to go to Best Buy and buy the cheapest thumb drive I could find, which I think was like $15.
It's a fucking racket.
For like 512 gigabytes or megabytes of storage. And then I had to ship that to Canada, which was another $20. Also, they could have a free USB stick, basically.
Yeah, maybe there's just like a shortage.
That's really what they
Ontario. Yeah, I think that's what they wanted.
So I don't know. I guess maybe they were worried about the quality of the SD digital footage, losing the quality by digitally transferring it. But yes, that is the story of how they got the footage. They work in very specific ways, and you have to just sort of, that's part of the fun, is navigating that process.
Yeah, and I think when you're doing unit direction, and stop me if I'm wrong, Julian, it does seem like you both have to execute your own ideas and with your own problem solving on the fly while also trying to interpret what the primary director or director's vision is. So
yeah,
it seems difficult when the communication may be different from the typical communication. I think probably with these different movies we're discussing here, only Battlefield Earth would be even slightly comparable. Because I would think if you're doing unit direction for Planet Cyclo,
sure, yeah.
I guess at least
Cyclo
you have
unit.
a full Hollywood script then. Yeah, Cyclo unit.
On my vacation, I sent them my vacation footage from Cyclo, and it made it in the movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I really hope I executed their vision how they wanted.
I am your lowly unit director, slave. Battlefielder.
Excuse me, but I am your instructor if you will forgive such arrogance, for I do not have the honor to be a Cyclo. I am but a lowly Klingo language slave. As you are listening to me, I most likely do not exist, as we may have been exterminated, like many other races, by the gas drones of our conquerors. Please forgive my pretension as I try to educate you in Cyclo, the noble language of our superiors.
I was thinking about counting that guy as an angel in our list.
The language slave from Battlefield Earth.
Yes.
Well, I gotta say, I don't think they're gonna listen to this, and I apologize if they do, but I feel like there's a noticeable increase in the quality of filmmaking between the unit direction and the Cornwall unit, let's just say, and the Egypt unit.
Well, the Egypt unit had great blocking.
It did.
Yes.
I remember thinking they like rehearsed their shit.
And they had the highest quality camera.
That might be true.
And the lowest quality sound.
Yeah. And we can understand what the hell they're saying.
Yeah.
That's different. Well, I've heard enough. The Golden Calf Award for Best Unit Direction on a Film goes to Julian Shine for Chian Blaze of Fury. This is Julian's first nomination and first win.
Thank you. Thank you. The guy from Cyclo's furious right now, hiding his...
Yeah.
What was that when Steve McQueen won the Oscar for 12 Years a Slave and the guy who he's not friends with anymore was pissed off? Do you remember that?
Not
or maybe
really.
it was Barry Jenkins or something. There was somebody.
Well, this is an interesting dispatch from the red carpet. In lieu of accepting the award himself, Julian has sent a young Native American woman to accept the award on his behalf.
Yeah,
a thrilling political statement.
A Japanese man. I've sent a salary man to accept my award on my behalf.
I've sent a language slave from the planet Cyclo to accept an award on my behalf.
He was a Cyclo language slave.
I couldn't say what kind of language slave he was. All right. Congratulations, Julian.
Yeah, congrats.
Thank you. This is a total surprise to me. I didn't even put together when I just saw that best unit direction was.
Yeah, it was rigged. but still.
Well, that doesn't make me feel good about mine.
No, it should.
It was not rigged, Julian. I thought long and hard about it, and I was
That's
like,
what I thought. I would have voted for
Cheyenne Blaze of Fury had the best unidirection.
Sure, yeah. I feel it. I mean, I don't know. Battlefield Earth. Cyclo stuff was pretty good.
So humble. Well, moving on to our next category, best score in a film that we have watched in the year 2025. I will remind our audience that these films can be from any year at all. It just matters if we watch them in 2025. The best score nominees are Lil Marky Live in Miami with music by comedian Mark Fox, a.k.a. Lil Marky. Second nominee, Guard Dog, directed by Rory Johnson, music by friend of the show, Tom Englehart.
Sure, it sounds like a storybook. That first kiss is all it took. And the next day, we were off and running. A ring a day and some wedding vows. That baby boy, look at him now, saying, I'll always be right here. I'll always be right here.
Third nominee, Cheyenne Blaze of Fury, directed by Three Angels Power. Contributions. Unit directed by Julian Shine. Contributions from various artists. And our last nominee, Face the Beats, film from 2024 about a Christian DJ with many original Christian EDM songs in the score.
You know what we didn't nominate was Leap: A Tale of the Last Days, which was the first movie we watched that used all AI generated music.
Right.
We did discuss including that, so it can be included if you like.
Yeah, we discussed it.
Skateboard wheels rolling on the ground. No limits, no one to push me around. Freedom's echo is the only sound in this wild world where I'm on one bound. Break the chains, break the way. No more rules, no more sway. Living hard every day, never gonna fade away.
I think it's just notable to mention that was the first of what I feel like is going to be a lot of. I was actually watching a halftime show for an NBA game yesterday. That was kids doing like a choreographed taekwondo routine, and the song that was playing was 100% AI generated.
Oh my god!
About how like taekwondo was going to like heal the world, and the chorus was kick the world in the face. We can save the human race. Like taekwondo for everyone.
Oh my god.
Taekwondo is lots of fun. It wasn't exactly that, but the first line was definitely kick the world in the face.
Oh my god.
That's sad.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not opposed to honoring excellence in prompting. But I thought Chris Tempel's AI generated pop punk songs didn't quite make the mark this year.
Sure, yeah.
But of the four that
it was
we do
an
have
interesting
nominated,
approach for him, though. Definitely a
can
notable
say that.
approach.
It's like when they shot The Hobbit in like 90 frames a second or whatever.
I shot The Hobbit, but I did not shoot the Aragorn. I don't know.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know, people.
All right. And on that note, not quite that note, but Cheyenne Blaze of Fury, I wanted to include, not because it was a particularly cohesive soundtrack, but because of the way that Three Angels put music into movies.
Oh, I mean, their music use is amazing.
Yes. they don't just want to, you know, in Uncut Gems and what was the one before that? Good Time. The music will be almost in the foreground. Like it'll swell bigger than even the dialogue. And in here, they will just simply stop the movie to listen to a song here and there. Somebody might make a phone call, and the ringtone is a song that they want you to hear. And so they'll let it play for longer than somebody else might. And we love that. It's nice.
Oh, man. I mean, one of my dreams came true when in the Cheyenne Blaze of Fury, I got to have like a phone answering moments. Like that was really, really thrilling to me.
So cool.
I got to, it was like I'm on the phone and I get to say the line, "This call is coming from Creepy Cane Creek." And then there's like a rap song playing on the phone. It's so fucking funny. Oh my God. That was a dream come true. Yeah, they're very notable for their music use. I gotta say, maybe I'm a little biased, but I really enjoyed the music of Tom Englehart on Guard Dog. I thought it was. I think he did a great job.
Yeah,
and it was really cool to have an inside scoop on that process. You know,
a cohesive score that elevated the movie, helped keep the beats rolling. We never had to face the beat in Guard Dog because it fit in so well with what the movie was trying to portray.
And knowing that it was, I'm going to vote for Tom E as well, because knowing from his inside scoop that this score is exactly what the director wanted for the film.
Beautiful.
I think that means a lot too. That like clearly this was the work. He was but a vessel for an auteur's vision.
Yeah, I thought it said a lot about the DIY auteur Christian process, or being along for the ride on that, and the music was good.
He was so focused on doing a good job for the movie that he was not even aware that the movie had come out until
I know.
Yeah,
I am ready, based on our conversation, to lock it in.
Yeah,
for Tom Englehart.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Do we have the nominees? All right. Yeah, this must be a unanimous decision. We have voted the winner of Best Score for Guard Dog is composer Tom Englehart, personal friend of ours. Definitely not.
You don't have to say things like it's rigged and these people are personal friends of ours.
Yeah.
I'm a journalist, you know.
Look what it was up against. Face the Beat, Cheyenne Blaze of Fury, Lil Markey.
Also,
these were all great.
Let's just be clear that the people who are winning these awards earned them in addition to being friends and hosts of the podcast.
I think that's fair. And but here's the thing. I stand by all my decisions. That's just always been the way it is for me.
Great.
I only like what's best.
It would be
I
a
consider
shame
it
if
completely
somebody
a
had won an
coincidence.
award and then they find out that it was just because they were the host of the podcast.
Yeah, that would be a shame, but it doesn't have to happen because it's just not the case.
Great.
Julian, none of these other unit directors could have or would have done the job you did for unit direction for Cheyenne Blaze of Fury, and that is
okay. All right.
They would not
that
have
is,
put
I
the USB
fucking guarantee that.
I apologize to Tom E for hijacking his award. If it's part of the award
he earned
ceremony.
it.
None of them.
He also earned it. Yeah.
None of them put the USB in the mail, and you did that. So,
yep. I'm the unit director who stepped up.
Yeah. Take this victory lap. Well, our next Golden Calf category here. This is the category of Best Secular Film. So, as we already said, this year we watched a lot of films with strong religious themes, but that were made by and for Hollywood, as opposed to by and for the Christian people themselves.
Yeah.
These are 5 of the most excellent films we watched that are not outsider films. They are insider films in a way, but we love them. And the nominees are Audience of One, the documentary about the pastor making a film, Pastor Grzowski, directed by Mike Jacobs.
10 years ago, I was praying on a mountaintop. The Lord spoke to me like out of the blue. You will start a film company. I want you to be the Rolls Royce of filmmaking. Be better than anyone in the world. I believe God has given us a vision. It's been very clear. And now we're seeing that vision fulfilled before our very eyes. Oh, yeah, come on.
The second nominee, Slaughter of the Innocents, the thrilling horror film with strong Christian themes directed by James Glickenhaus and starring his son. Third nominee, Frailty, a twisted murder mystery with strong Christian themes directed by actor Bill Paxton. The fourth nominee, Noah, Darren Aronofsky's retelling of the Old Testament biblical epic. And the final nominee of Best Secular Film, The Book of Henry, directed by Colin Trevorrow. I'll start out by saying, of all these films, The Book of Henry is probably the one that I have watched the most on this entire list. I always desire to show it to people because it is such an insanely watchable film.
Yes.
It is
but
very watchable.
Audience of one felt like the key of this podcast for me.
This is a really, really tough. This is a fucking tough one because we have Book of Henry, which is one of which next to fucking Francesca Fingernails. And like Last Ounce of Courage, one of the most influential movies on our podcast.
Definitely.
In my life, personally, of the last like 10 years. Frailty is an all-time favorite of mine.
Frailty's
not that high up, but I do remember seeing it when it first came out on DVD and being like very, very surprised with how good it is, and I think it still holds up.
And it was a really great angle too for like, what if God did tell you to do this stuff?
Yeah, and just an awesome fucking like low budget horror movie.
Yeah,
and Audience of One was just fucking awesome. This is a tough one. I'm gonna see what you guys say, and then I'm gonna make my decision based on whatever is the most popular choice.
Okay.
Sometimes I do this thing where on like YouTube it'll be like, who do you think will win the game?
Mm-hmm.
And this is such a like fucking just lizard brain thing I do. I click on the team that I think will win, or it'll be like a question, and then I just pick the answer that I want, that I personally think is the answer. Even if it's like, who do you think will win this game? Who do you think will win the championship?
Right, which is more of it's not necessarily an opinion judgment.
But then I see the results, and then I change my answer to the most popular one.
Interesting.
And I don't know why I do that. It's just a compulsive thing.
Wonder how many people are doing that.
All this talk about people not having souls, I think I think I actually had the soul surgery.
Well, I think if you have to ask yourself, did I have the soul surgery, then you didn't.
Yeah, that's true.
Because like
simply by knowing, if you had the soul surgery, I don't think you can even hear the word soul surgery.
Yeah, you just black out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do you think you possibly have a secret twin somewhere, Julian? Have you thought about that? Have you considered that?
Anything is fucking possible at this point.
Have you checked the dryer lately?
All right. My take for these Book of Henry, I love it. It's great. I will watch it again. I've watched it many times before. It's always enjoyable. Always want to show it to people. Is it the best secular film we watched this past year? I don't know. It's one of those things where like all the other four movies here, I believe that the director mostly pulled off what they were attempting to do. I do not think Colin Trevorrow attempted what he pulled off to do, which is for the best. It makes it better that it's not I don't know if that matters when we're just saying best. First, like favorite. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it. Noah, I loved the portrayal of the rock monsters and just kind of how they went about building the ark, liked how the ark looked and everything. I think it worked pretty well. Pretty cool that like they got such a crazy budget for a Noah's Ark movie. Frailty is great, of course. Really good direction. The kids, fantastic acting in it. Unique take on angels, really, because somebody is being informed by an angel that we do not see for what they should do. Whereas most of the other angel content we saw, you see the angel. That's like part of the fun. And Slaughter of the Innocents was just a great thriller altogether. It was kind of like Frailty is kind of like what if God tells you to do stuff. Slaughter of the Innocents is like what if you think God is telling you to do stuff. Really well directed. But then Audience of One, I mean, to me, we're kind of in a weird situation here because 4 of these movies are narrative features and 1 is a documentary. And a big problem I have with most documentaries is that they are not set up to just let people cook and watch them cook. And usually it's like somebody has some kind of a hypothesis, and then they go to like find and seek and find things that back up that hypothesis to an extent. And an Audience of One, it's just like, I heard somebody's doing a thing that they've never done before, and it sounds pretty interesting. Let's see how they do it. And he just lets it play out in front of you. And I think it's remarkably edited. I think it's honestly my favorite documentary, like, of all time.
I understand why, and for similar reasons, I think Audience of One is really my pick. I think that it's hard to say no to the Book of Henry, but Audience of One is just like, it just pulls behind the curtain of the minds of the amazing people that we celebrate every week on this podcast. And for that, it's my pick.
And there's other movies too that we watched this year that entertain me in a similar way to what Book of Henry does. Not saying that Book of Henry doesn't put it all together in its own unique way. It absolutely does. But Audience of One is really like a standalone, like, yeah, I don't know. It's my pick. It's Audience of One is a one of one documentary. I don't even really know what else to compare it to.
That's a good tagline for the film. Well, Julian, popularity?
I gotta go with Audience of One.
Ooh,
people have spoken.
That is a unanimous decision. Congratulations to Audience of One. Pastor Kozowski, the star. The director,
Mike Jacobs.
Mike Jacobs, thank you. Congratulations. And with that, we move into. Oh wait, I'm sorry. No, we have one more special one more special category before we move into the big awards. This category, special for 2026, is Best Angel, and we have quite a few talented nominees here. Let's run them down. The nominees for Best Angel are Rory and Kat Johnston. Rory the voice and Kat in full sheepdog costume as Abba, the sheepdog guardian angel from the film Guard Dog.
Gotta have rules. Without rules, everything gets messed up. Rule number 1. I'm your dog.
Okay.
You can't have any other dogs, just me. Well, that shouldn't be hard because I'm special. You have to love me. You have to do what I tell you to do.
Our second nominee, Roma Downey as Monica, the Irish angel from Touched by an Angel television series.
All the Christmases that we'll share together. Now, how could God object to a mother wanting to share Christmas with her child?
Christmas. Sarah, if this child's DNA comes entirely from Einstein, then your son will be Jewish.
Third nominee, veteran actor Christopher Lloyd as Boss Angel from Angels in the Outfield, who famously appears in a cup of Coca-Cola. Fourth nominee, John Travolta, fresh off Planet Cyclo, as Michael from the Angel film Michael. Final nominee, also from Touched by an Angel, Gloria, Valerie Bertinelli, the childlike angel who was literally born yesterday.
First day, God created heavens and the earth, and salt it was good.
Yes! Isn't God wonderful?
On the second day, God created man, and he saw that he was good.
Don't you just love the way his mind works?
On the third day, God created the handsome, and he saw that it was good.
But the creator!
So on the fourth day, God created the rave.
Wait a minute! God created the race? I didn't know that!
And the people started to dance.
In fact, we saw her be born in one of the episodes we covered this year.
We did. On the Einstein episode, nonetheless.
Yeah.
At the end of the Einstein episode, they're like, oh, I think God's making a new angel. And then Valerie Bertinelli walks out. So, what do we think? Who's the best angel? I'm between two. I'm telling you right now. Oh, God. 3. But mostly 2.
God. I mean, Roma Downey is the angel and Touched by an Angel.
She is the angel.
That's
She's
true.
the one who touches.
Abba is a person in a sheepdog costume, which is
But that was amazing.
Yeah, and Christopher Lloyd as Boss Angel was like was scary. That was like biblically accurate angels, in that they inspired like awe and
Fear.
terror. Yeah,
Yeah.
and. John Travolta, he's probably the highest grossing box office angel.
He smelled like cookies.
But I don't know. It's between Monica and Gloria for me. I don't know about anybody else.
Interesting. Well,
Interesting.
Gloria is in my top 2 as well.
My top 2 as well.
Okay. So I'll tell you my top 2. It's Gloria, who is by far the best part of Touched by an Angel.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
she steals the show. And she was a late she was a late series addition.
Yeah.
And
totally.
she makes the show what it is to me. So for definitely Gloria for me. Especially in the rave episode. But I really want to recognize Rory and Kat Johnston as Abba the sheepdog. I just think
Yes.
that character is amazing when the sheepdog is like says to the little kid like, I know your every thought. And that's okay, because like I'm your friend.
Yeah, and like confronting the kid about like lying to him.
Yeah,
and
like,
cheating on the test is like
you can't lie to me. Like I know your mind.
He's really scary.
It's so
by
scary,
far the most
guardian angel.
one-liners of any of the angels we covered this year.
Yeah, damn. What are you, is that your top 2, Scott?
That is my top 2 as well. It's between Abba and Gloria.
Well, I mean, yeah, mine is like Monica or Abba, and then 2 is like 1A, 1B, and then Gloria's 2. Which I guess doesn't really help that much because you guys have really convinced me of Abba.
I mean,
Abba's really good. I do think Gloria is barely my number 1. The rave episode's just so amazing.
I mean,
Well, I
Gloria's
guess
amazing.
it's Gloria by points. She got 2 second place votes and a first place vote.
Yeah, I guess you're right, but also Gloria was in all of our top 2s.
Yeah.
So maybe we all agree. Like you're correct, but maybe we all agree on Gloria.
Although
was she your
Abba
number
was
one or
such
number two?
Powerful character, they
she was my
needed
number
two
two.
people to play them.
I think she was my number two. I think Appa was my number one.
So we got 2 second place votes for Gloria.
Wait, who is your first,
2
Julian?
for I don't know.
What?
I don't know. Let's just go with
Was
Gloria.
it Roma Downey?
Let's go with Gloria. I'm fine with it. I'm fine.
All
No,
right.
I removed the fact that I can't decide between Gloria or Monica and Abba makes me think, and I'm more sure of Gloria.
Let's
Makes
put
me
it
think
this
that Gloria
way.
is actually my number one.
Let's put it this way when we're talking about Best Angel. If Gloria wasn't in Touched by an Angel, would we have watched 4 Touched by an Angel episodes this past year?
Very true. And she was one of the most, her birthing was one of the most memorable parts of the Einstein episode, which is my
crazy.
favorite episode of the Einstein episode.
Yes.
Yeah, which is crazy that she could be, that is one of the best parts of an episode where you see like Albert Einstein in the past.
And there's an actor from The Sopranos
who is trying to clone Einstein in her own womb.
Like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
No, the more I think, let's give it to Gloria. I
Okay.
want to recognize her. I really do. I really do. Congratulations. Are we ready to lock in, Scott? Good to lock in?
In Excelsis Deo.
In Excelsis Deo to that. Congratulations, Valerie Bertinelli. Come accept your Golden Calf Award in your role as Gloria from Touched by an Angel. And that means we are done with the special categories. We are now moving into the big ones, the suites of most impressive Golden Calf Awards for Best Actor, Director, and Picture.
The big 3.
All right, yeah, it's time for the big 3 awards.
The
yeah,
3
these represent
angels.
the 3 biggest angels of the Golden Calf Awards. Let's move on. Nominees for Best Actor in a Christian film that we watched in 2025. A prestigious award. The nominees are Cree Kelly, starring as Julie in the film Loving the Bad Man. She plays the young victim of rape who carries the baby and starts a relationship with the baby's father, who is imprisoned. An insane movie. She was really good in it, honestly.
She carries the baby and the movie.
Yeah,
that's so true.
What's best for me? You're thinking of what's best for me? You're thinking that the best thing I should do is kill this baby? That's really stupid,
Watch
Mom.
how you talk to your mother.
Why? Because the neighbors might hear? They might find out that the Thompson girl's pregnant?
Watch yourself, Missy.
Julia Thompson is pregnant from a rape, and she's having the rape baby. Julia Thompson!
The next nominee, Dean Jones as St. John from the film's one-man show, St. John in Exile. He delivers an hour-and-a-half-long monologue about living on the island of Patmos. Always very impressive. And he was like an old Hollywood actor, too. You can totally tell.
Yeah.
The third nominee, I believe not his first time in this category. He may have even won in the past. Donald James Parker as Thomas Morgan in the film Pickleball Princess. Donald James Parker, of course, is Gramps, the writer and actor known for his Gramps series. But Pickleball Princess is a film we watched about love on the pickleball court.
It's mission impossible for somebody our age to change just to please somebody else.
Exactly.
I mean, even if they love them.
Exactly. You know, I don't want to give up the peace that I feel in my home right now to be married to a contentious woman. Not that I've ever seen any sign of that from you.
Ditto.
The fourth nominee is Clay Doss, who plays 2 roles in Two to Tangle. He plays Tom Martin and Michael Roberts. He plays twins, separated at birth, in Two to Tangle. And he's also the star of Echo Rhyme. It's the same guy. But we're recognizing his Two to Tangle performance. The final nominee for Best Actor, all the way back in the year 1923, Alia Nazimova did a standout performance starring in the silent film Salome, which is based on the Oscar Wilde adaptation of the biblical story. Yeah, that always gets stuck in my head when I think about this movie. And she's really quite enchanting in the role. It's amazing how much charisma she has when you watch some of these films from literally a century ago. It's pretty amazing. 5 strong nominees. Who is the best actor?
This is tough because I missed 2 to Tangle.
That's right. I mean...
Oh, and you missed Echo Rhyme. You missed those 2 specifically.
Echo Rhyme.
Yeah, you haven't seen Clay.
Dang.
In action. I'm a fan. I kind of want to nominate him, but it's mostly just because he's hot.
Yeah, I
But
kind
he's
of want to
good.
nominate
man,
him
that's how
too.
the fucking Academy Awards works.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go with Donald James Parker because I think that did Gramps win an award last year?
Okay, so he actually didn't.
I'm doing one of those fucking Academy Awards bullshit things where they give an award to somebody for like
A less deserving
a year they missed. Like when they gave, you know what though, I will say after rewatching The Departed, that movie was fucking awesome. But at the time, it felt like his Scorsese's
Yeah, like
Academy
a Penny
Award was
It
like a lifetime achievement award.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
But
he
looking
actually,
back, I do think that movie is fucking incredible.
I don't remember from the past if we nominated him for like Gramps Goes to College or if he won. I will say last year, none of the Chip or Donald films won. They were beat out by very deserving folks.
Yeah.
So either he's won in the past or he's been strongly nominated several times and never quite clinched it, but definitely not last year.
And
I mean,
Donald
he's
James Parker
great.
was great in Gramps' shoes as well.
I mean, he was fire in that movie. I mean, honestly, I would give it to a bunch of these people. Like, I would give it to Cree Kelly.
why
Like,
they're
I
here.
really would. Like,
That's
Cree
why they're
Kelly was
here.
so good in Loving
Yeah.
the Bad Man. I do think Clay Doss is my top pick. And he played twins, which is unique. So that's cool. But I'm down to lock it in with you guys.
I'm thinking, looking at this, so Cree Kelly, there truly are not many people who could pull off that role. To
Yes.
know what it takes, truly know what it means, and embody that character fully. She was great.
Yeah,
so definitely need
totally.
to shout that out. Dean Jones did a good job, but it was also like his baby, his one-man show he wanted to do. He had infinite time to go over that, get that down. Not saying he didn't do a great job. He did. But a little less demanding, perhaps. Man, Donald James Parker, he's Gramps. He's Gramps. Clay Doss.
Should we give it to the boy?
Was great. I just wanted to say real quick with Ala Nazimova, it's making me thinking about Salome now. That probably should have been in the best secular film category over Noah. Oh well. She was great though. Yeah, my two right now are between Donald James Parker and Clay Doss.
I'm going with Gramps.
Maybe we should give it to fucking Donald James Parker, man.
Although
He's
I do
a
think he did a
genius.
better job in Gramps' shoes.
He was great in both.
Yeah. But I mean, what? Who cares? We watched them both this year. He was incredible in both of them. He's Gramps.
He was. He's Gramps.
He's
Let's
Gramps.
give it to him.
Give
He
it to the
learned a new
Gramps.
sport he learned a new sport for Pickleball Princess.
And he taught us about a new sport, most importantly.
Yeah, that's true.
And I listened to all
have
of
either
it.
of you ever played pickleball?
No.
No, and I never will.
I kind of want to. Now.
Yeah, me too.
I mean,
Tennis is
Gramps
a life.
made me want to
You will
play.
never
Makes me
convert
want to be a better person. I want to play because I need to feel the shame of knowing that fucking. And how old do you think Gramps is?
140.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's either 140 or like 60.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
either
right.
way,
He's 32.
yeah.
He does not
I need
drink
to
water.
be humbled in the sense that I need to be terrible at a sport that is like popular amongst senior citizens.
And how about that website he made? It kind of plays into his character more.
Oh, the website.
Right, yes.
Oh my God. Best website, Golden Cap Award. Dude, let's give it to Donald. We fucking love Donald, man. That's an all-timer. Like, that's an all-timer.
Yeah.
Congratulations, 2025, well, 26, Golden Calf Award winner for Best Actor, Donald James Parker in Pickleball Princess. Come jog up and get your award, Gramps. Congratulations. All right. Wow. What an exciting night. Too much talent to honor them all, so we just have to pick the best. Let's move into the next category. The Golden Calf nominees for Best Director. The nominees are Kevin Downs. Big fan of his syndrome.
Miss somebody at the
just
top.
kidding. What? Oh, sorry. The nominees are Caleb Johnson, director of Time Collectors, and Two to Tango and Echo Round, but director of Time Collectors. He was 17 when he directed this movie. He had hit the wall already, but he was a great director.
This is one of the more important discoveries supporting creationism.
A piece of granite?
That's right. Did you know if you melt granite, it never comes back as granite?
What does it come back as?
Comes back as rhyolite, a rock that no longer resembles granite in look, mineral composition, and texture. Doesn't look like granite, does it?
Not at all.
The second nominee, Kevin Downs, writer-director of Six, The Mark of the Beast. Actually, he directed it and he co-starred in it. He was a supporting actor in it.
Yeah.
I can't remember if he wrote it, but he has written movies that we've watched. He's a frequent associate of David A.R. White, for anyone who may not remember his name. And he's handsome. He has kind of like an evil grin. That's like his charm point. Yeah. Director nominee this year. Want to honor his contributions. Third nominee, and a very strong one, who has absolutely been nominated in the past as recently as last
I'm
year.
so glad I'm not gay. The people that you say are like handsome and good looking, I'm just like, God damn, this is I feel sorry for you.
I mean,
you're kind.
I don't know, man. I
But
would
it's
would
fine.
really take it over the alternative. I would
Yes,
really
yeah,
take
fair
it
enough.
over the alternative.
Fair enough.
I really would, man. I don't know. I come home hearing about my straight friends' dates, and it's like they went to Vietnam and I got to stay home. But anyways, a nominee he was nominated last year. He did not win, but he came close. Chip Rossetti is nominated once again for Best Director this year for Where Was God? But honestly, he could have been nominated for The Colors of Emily too.
Big fan of his stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta say I'm a big fan of his stone. I love his work. Dude, we probably should have nominated him for The Colors of Emily instead. I just realized.
Yeah. Can we just do that?
It can be. You know what? How about this? Fuck Kevin Downs. I don't even remember how that movie ended.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah.
Give the slot to Colors of Emily as well, because
Okay,
I
there's been a
think
big
Where Was
upset.
God?
Wow.
Where Was God? Most people would not be able to make you watch more than 15 minutes of that movie.
Yeah.
Just based on the script and location.
Okay, we've had an unprecedented nominee change mid-review here. Six, The Mark of the Beast has been demoted, and Chip Rossetti is now nominated twice for The Colors of Emily and Where Was God?
Yeah.
This is reminiscent of last year when Kenya Cagle was nominated 3 times for Best Picture. Or maybe it was Best Director. I can't remember. But I think it was Best Director. He was nominated like 3 or 4 times for Best Director. And he ended up winning, actually.
The odds were in his favor.
They really were. But anyway, the 2 more nominees. Roderick Powell, director of Preachin' to the Sisters.
Big fan of his bookstore.
All right.
That's for people in Portland. Where's Powell's?
Yeah, it's in Portland.
And our final nominee, a name we've heard many times on the show, but most recently the director of Mind Reader from 2022, Rich Cristiano.
Yeah. Oh man, I love that movie.
Mind Reader was awesome. Don't worry, it is one of our best picture nominees.
Yeah,
as
I
well.
see that.
But I think it should be considered for director. I don't know if Rich has ever won for solo work.
Yeah.
But he's probably been nominated. I know that like on our first year, The Encounter got some award. I can't remember if it was director or actor or picture, but that's a great one.
I gotta go with Chip Rossetti for The Colors of Emily, because that was maybe it's recency bias, but that movie was I felt could be interpreted so many different ways, partially because of how, like I said, Lynch-like the direction was. Preaching to the Sisters, Preaching to the Sisters was definitely the best movie out of all of these. Except for, well,
I agree.
I won't say. I will say it was definitely a movie that, had the production value been at the level of another movie that I would consider the best of all these, then I think this would be like, you could show it to people, and like people who aren't psychos like us, and they would say it was a good movie. But I will say that, strictly in terms of like director, I think The Colors of Emily had the most like unique, strange vision. It was definitely the one that I will remember the most for its direction.
That's a great
over
argument.
like the quality of the movie.
That's a great argument, and I would say that my top two are Time Collectors and The Colors of Emily. By the way, it's worth noting that Caleb Johnson, the Time Collectors direction nominee, is credited as a cinematographer on Colors of Emily. So his hand is like behind both films.
It's like fucking criterion for like people with traumatic brain injuries.
That's
I know.
right.
It's really, really horrible.
That's right.
The things that we have to say here, the opinions that I sincerely hold would be considered.
Did I send you that screenshot? I accidentally just put a parentheses in the spreadsheet. I didn't mean to do that. I'm on my phone. Ignore that. Did I show you that screenshot of the Sean Baker and Josh Safdie A24 podcast?
Yeah, you did.
My skin crawled when I saw that. I was like, this is like...
The two of them are starting a podcast?
It was an A24 podcast, and it was like Josh Safdie. Is that his name? Josh Safdie and Sean Baker in conversation. And I just like screenshotted the YouTube thumbnail, and I was just like, this is like fucking like...
Two AI chatbots talking.
Yeah, we're going to be like, that's what... When you go to like when you're on like a plane and you sit next to an old person and they're just playing Candy Crush the whole time, we're gonna be sitting next to like a millennial, and that's what they're watching.
A 90-year-old millennial. He won't
Drooling.
sleep unless he puts on the Josh Safdie and Sean Baker
I couldn't
conversation.
believe it. I was like, this is like, if I have to see another fucking like online ceramics Hereditary shirt.
I like those shirts.
I'm gonna go Vegas shooter on this a lot of people are gonna cleansing rain is gonna hit these streets.
Huh. Interesting.
Man.
Whatever that you interpret that
unhealthy take.
Yeah, well. Somebody's gotta do it.
My top two picks for best director here are Roderick Powell for Preaching to the Sisters. I think he did a really good job. I think this was the indie darling of this year for sure. It's a fun 90s art house movie. Fun's not even quite the word, although I did have fun watching it. But it feels like it should get like a real re-release from like a boutique label to me. And we haven't seen a movie quite like it. The other one though, and it's probably my number one, is Chip Rossetti for Where Was God? Because although he did a great job with The Colors of Emily, which could have been very confusing in somebody else's hands. I think that Where Was God, being as compelling as it was throughout and entertaining, speaks a lot to his abilities, because I did not think any of the actors were particularly charismatic, but they delivered the goods the way that they needed to. And it's a great movie. I'm going to be watching it again. I mean, honestly, same with any of these ones up for Best Director. I'll be watching all of them again.
But you have Where Was God as your Chip movie?
Yeah. But yeah, Chip's my number one. And then Roderick Powell.
Well, if you like Chip, and Julian and I both have The Colors of Emily by Chip in our top two, I'm going to make a motion that we nominate Chip for The Colors of Emily.
Well deserved. And I love that Caleb Johnson, who's also up for Best Director, helped make it the best looking Chip Rossetti movie that I've seen.
I agree. And you know what? Listen, this was a year of Caleb, and he's firmly a part of our lives, but that is a young man, and he has room to grow. So I think we're going to be seeing a lot from him in the future. The Golden Calf Award for Best Director 2025 and 2026 season is Chip Rossetti for his work in The Colors of Emily.
Yes.
This is the first time that Chip Rossetti and his frequent collaborator, Donald James Parker, have both won a Golden Calf Award right in succession to each other. So that is very exciting. And with that, we move on to the mother of all calves, the Golden Calf Award for Best Picture. The nominees are Loving the Bad Man, directed by Peter Ingert, or however you say his name, because it's like Peter, but it has an accent on it. The incredible film about forgiveness at all costs. The second nominee, In Gramps' Shoes.
What's that?
It's my cross.
What's it for?
It reminds me of the agony that Jesus went through on my behalf. Whenever races get tough, it's painful, it helps me keep going.
Directed by Chip Rossetti and starring Donald James Parker, the recent Golden Calf winners, although each one for different films than this one. In Gramps' Shoes is one of our Best Picture nominees. Best Picture nominee, Two to Tangle. Directed by Caleb Johnson, written by his father Jeff, about twins separated at birth who meet when one of their girlfriends discovers the other one on a dating app and thinks that her boyfriend's cheating on her, among other things. The fourth Best Picture nominee, Mind Reader, 2022, directed by Rich Cristiano, about a Christian magician who performs real miracles.
Your word is kiss.
Yes, that's right.
I hate to disappoint you, Mary, but I don't kiss audience members. Oh, I see. You'd like your date to give you a kiss. You do realize, sir, you're dating a married woman.
And the fifth and final nominee for Best Picture 2025. A former winner in this category. I believe this may have been our first ever Best Picture winner, was a film directed by her. Barbara Sundstrom, In the Mirror Dimly. Her sort of Carnival of Souls type beat about a teenage girl suffering with anorexia.
Oh God, I just remembered the fucking
bulimia.
Tupperware full of her barf.
Oh, you're right, bulimia, because she had the Tupperware full of. Good movie though. was like Carnival of Souls for people on ED Twitter.
Reading your Bible, I see.
Yep.
Don't you feel like a hypocrite?
What do you mean?
I mean, acting all pious one minute, then sneaking around the next.
What do we think? Those are 5 extremely worthy films. But which one is the Golden Calf winner?
I mean, I got to go with Mind Reader.
Oh, wow.
I know it's probably not the most popular choice, but it's a Christian movie by one of our favorite directors about a subject that's very near and dear to me.
Yeah.
Which is mentalists.
The great mentalist.
You seem stunned.
And it had a great twist too, like a truly unique
he was
one.
Assassinated. The man they assassinated a mentalist.
They kirked him.
No,
They
but
kirked the mentalist.
The way they moved into the final act was unprecedented in filmmaking.
Yes.
I kind of forgot about that, but you're right.
What happened?
They're watching the movie at the theater. Like it pulls out, and then he's like, "Yeah, so are you Christians now?" Basically, and then they're actually discussing like the concept of being moved to change by a Christian movie by this Christian filmmaker who's made so many Christian movies.
God damn! Maybe I should have given Best Director Rich Cristiano. Well,
that's why I was up for it.
But yeah, that's my Best Picture. I don't know. I think we'll look at it similar to The Departed. Why is this piece of shit winning Best Picture? And then 20 years later, I watch it again and I say, this is a masterpiece. I was too young to understand. I think that similarly, we're going to look back on Mind Reader and probably I will not even remember that we watched it. But I am voting now to make it Best Picture.
There's no reason to feel bad because all 5 of these Best Pictures are up for Best Picture for a reason. They're all incredible.
I guarantee you when we do our next Golden Calf, this is going to get brought up. I'm going to say, what is that movie about? So you can bet on that right now.
Well, that's for another year.
Ash, what's your pick?
Oh, well, mine definitely is Loving the Bad Man. I thought that was like such an intense and amazing film that surprised me the whole way through. I'll never forget when Stephen Baldwin with swastika tattoos is revealed for the first time. And it just had like everything I wanted in a Christian film. Like I wouldn't have been able to tell you that was everything I wanted, but when I saw it, I was just like, this is everything. But I mean, I don't know. They're really all good choices. Like I would honestly vote for In the Mirror Dimly. I would be fine with Mind Reader. I mean, In Graham's Shoes is awesome. I feel like Gramps Goes to College is a little better than that one, but like it's still such a good film.
Yeah.
Two to Tangle.
The
was a
thing
great
though
movie
is
as
in
well.
Gramps
Like,
Go to
damn.
College, Gramps didn't fucking die.
I know. They kill off Gramps.
Yeah.
We killed off Gramps this year.
And then he comes back to go to college.
Yeah. I don't know, boys. What should we do?
So, these are all great movies.
Can we give it 3 awards?
My only complaint for takeaway for Two to Tank. Well, okay. In Gramps' Shoes, it's true. It's not as good as Gramps Goes to College. So that's kind of like a notch against it. Two to Tangle, very entertaining. It is a bit confusing and convoluted, which is
really,
if you could believe it, which mostly isn't a problem, but sometimes it is. Mind Reader was fantastic, a unique one from Rich Cristiano, who is true pure movie enthusiast, loves the filmmaking process. In the Mirror Dimly is just as good next time you see it. But I'm going to have to say Loving the Bad Man is my choice for Best Picture as well, because back to real quick, Cree Kelly being up for Best Actor as Julie. Like, that portrayal of her going back to like forgive the bad man at all costs simply because he impregnated her. Like he gave her a baby in the worst possible way, but because of that, she chose to honor him as the father of her baby and somebody worth saving in the eyes of God as a child of God. And I think it was truly a brave portrayal. I think most Christian film, I think there's a lot of Christian filmmakers who would agree with this extreme take on forgiveness, but would never even attempt to portray it. And they went there. Loving the Bad Man went there.
It's a 10 Commandments W.
I mean, I had to vote for Mind Reader on my own principles.
Yeah.
But I think that I agree. I do think that Loving the Bad Man probably also represents what our podcast is about, which is, showcasing Christian films by Christians for Christians.
And
no matter how little we agree with them and their message, like this is a piece of media that is worthy of being studied.
A piece of art that's worthy of being studied because it is reflecting on a real condition in the United States of America as well. The concept that the bad man is a dad. He's a white dad, so we got to give him another chance, as many chances as he needs.
Yeah. While at the same time putting him in hell prison where it's just helter-skelter every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, our first helter-skelter
All right,
film.
I'm changing my vote. I'm going Loving the Bad Man.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a movie that I don't want to think about because it's so awful.
That's how powerful
Whereas
it is.
Mind Reader makes me happy to think about.
Yeah.
Mind Reader is like a Julian movie, and Loving the Bad Man is like a boys' Bible study movie.
And Mind Reader is great. It's fun, and it goes down easy. Loving the Bad Man does not go down easy. It is probably one of the 3 most transgressive movies I've watched in 2025.
Yeah. We got our Tupperware. Let's just say we filled some Tupperware watching Loving the Bad Man.
We sure did. All right, guys. We voted with our hearts, and, our spirits combined. The Golden Calf Award for Best Picture is Loving the Bad Man, directed by Peter Ingert. And just a fun fact, the trivia, Stephen Baldwin, his character's name is McQuaid. I forgot that, but I was looking.
He's the Scottish neo-Nazi.
The Scottish neo-Nazi.
The Scottish American.
The first
neo-Nazi.
time you see him, and they're transporting him to a different cell, and he has Sharpie swastikas and 88s on his forehead. I was like, bro, this movie's amazing.
I forgot that movie portrays him as a hardcore neo-Nazi of sound moral principle.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he's got
What
morals.
am I talking about? Mind Reader. This movie was fucking awesome.
I know. It was
in
good.
all the worst possible
Mind Reader
ways.
was a fantastic film. It was definitely in the top 5, but I think we made the right choice.
Mind Reader, the actual structure of it was unprecedented. But all the beats of how people acted and everything we're familiar with, not in a bad way at all, but we've seen that before. But Loving the Bad Man is somebody doing something that you only see in much more mean-spirited place movies.
Yeah, and it's really it's honestly the things that we really enjoy seeing in these movies and talking about taken to the most extreme that I think they've ever been taken in our viewing history.
Mm-hmm. Honestly,
there is a a guy with swastikas all over his face who we are supposed to say that's a good man because he like takes pity on the guy.
He's
for
a
being
man of his
good
word.
Dad in prison for talking for I don't even understand. I can't even express. You just watch this movie. Just watch this movie just once.
Yeah, that's all you need. Well, hey,
it's not good. You are going to be upset watching this movie, but it needs to be seen.
It's an important movie.
I think it really is.
It really helps you get a glimpse into the psyche of. I feel like Stephen Baldwin is like a couple deaths removed from being like a high-ranking member of the U.S. government right now. Or a couple cabinet positions opening, a couple resignations away from being like a member of the, executive branch of our country. So I think this is an important movie to watch.
I think it is.
Yeah,
watch now. Get ready for that. Well, hey, you guys, I think that was a well-deserved winner. And with this, it marks the end of a year of Boys Bible Study and the beginning of a new one. So from next week on, we'll be tabulating toward our next year's ceremony. But, this is always a blast to do. So once again, we want to thank our listeners for some of you for being there since the beginning. But hey, even if you weren't, we're glad you're here. We hope this episode was like a nice rundown that gets you excited about some of the stuff we reviewed recently. And we really want to thank our Patreon subscribers. If you want Boys Bible Study episodes every single week, please go to patreon.com/Boys Bible Study to subscribe. Also, we want to thank our patron saints who subscribe at the highest tier: Nicole, Marissa, Jeff, Mark, and Alex. Thank you so much for your generous support. Also, our outro song is "Oh My God" by Mary. So from all of us here at Boys Bible Study, myself, Ash, my co-hosts, Scott and Julian, we would like to say peace be with you.
And also with you.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I feel your love in me, it's coming from within. Oh my God, my devotion is so unwavering. Divine emotions when you enter me. Every day